Have you ever wondered why some people only start missing you when you stop paying attention to them? This is a psychological phenomenon deeply rooted in human behavior. When it comes to relationships, absence doesn't always make the heart grow fonder unless certain emotional triggers come into play. In this deep dive, we'll explore when and why women start missing a man the most. More importantly, we'll uncover how you can navigate these psychological triggers to enhance attraction, build stronger connections, and even turn the tables in your favor. The psychological triggers that make women miss you. 1. When you stop chasing her. Imagine this: she's used to you always texting first, planning dates, and making sure she knows you're interested. Then suddenly, you pull back. At first, she might not even notice. She might assume you're busy or just having an off day. But as time passes, she starts to feel the absence. The lack of attention, the missing morning texts, and the radio silence from your end create a void. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect, a phenomenon where people remember unfinished or interrupted tasks better than completed ones. In this case, when you stop chasing, she starts feeling like the connection is incomplete, making her think about you more often. Story example: think of Mark, who was always the one to initiate conversations with Sarah. He decided to stop chasing and focus on himself. At first, Sarah didn't care, but after a week of no texts, she found herself wondering what happened. She started scrolling through old messages and even considered texting him first. 2. When she sees you thriving without her. Nothing makes someone miss you more than realizing you don't need them. If a woman expects you to sulk after a breakup or separation, but instead, she sees you living your best life, going to the gym, hanging out with friends, excelling at work, it triggers a sense of loss. Psychological principle: the scarcity effect. When something becomes rare or unavailable, people perceive it as more valuable. Your newfound happiness makes her wonder if she misjudged your worth. Story example: after Lisa broke up with Jake, she expected him to beg for another chance. Instead, he started posting travel pictures, hitting the gym, and looking happier than ever. That's when she started feeling a strange sense of regret. 3. When she compares you to other men. Once a woman moves on, she starts comparing her new experiences to what she had with you. Maybe the new guy isn't as funny, as caring, or as emotionally available. Nostalgia kicks in, and suddenly, she finds herself longing for the way you made her feel. Psychological principle: social comparison theory. People evaluate their own experiences by comparing them to others. Story example: Emma thought breaking up with John was the right decision. But after dating a few new people, she realized no one made her laugh the way John did. That realization made her miss him even more. 4. When she feels rejected instead of adored. Women love feeling desired, it's a natural part of human attraction. However, when a woman who was once the center of your attention suddenly feels ignored, it creates a psychological shift. The feeling of rejection can make her crave the validation she once took for granted. Psychological principle: reactance theory. People react strongly when they feel their freedom of choice is threatened. When she senses you no longer desire her, she suddenly wants your attention more than ever. Story example: Jessica always knew that David would respond to her texts instantly. One day, he stopped. At first, she didn't care, but as days passed, she started checking his social media more often, wondering why he wasn't reaching out. 5. When other women show interest in you. One of the strongest triggers that make a woman miss you is seeing you receive attention from other women. The idea that other people desire you makes her question if she took you for granted. Psychological principle: The principle of social proof: people assume that the behavior of others reflects the correct behavior. Story example: when Rachel saw her ex-boyfriend Alex out at a bar with another woman laughing at his jokes, she suddenly felt a pang of jealousy and regret. 6. When she realizes she might have lost you for good. The ultimate moment when a woman starts missing you is when she feels that you've completely moved on. If she thought you would always be an option and suddenly realizes you're not, that's when the fear of loss kicks in. Psychological principle: loss aversion. People tend to fear losing something more than they enjoy gaining something new. Story example: Emily thought Tom would always be waiting for her, but when she found out he was in a happy new relationship, she suddenly wished she had given their love another chance. Conclusion: the key takeaways. Absence can make the heart grow fonder, but only when paired with the right psychological triggers. Focusing on self-improvement is the best way to make someone realize your value. Women miss men the most when they feel like they've lost something special. Living a fulfilling life not only makes you happier but also naturally attracts the right people back into your orbit. Instead of obsessing over making someone miss you, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. When you do that, people will naturally gravitate toward you, including the ones who once walked away.